Hi and welcome to another episode of Toby's Barbecue Corner. Today we're going to be making Asian style shotgun shells. Now what you need for it and how to do it, I'm going to show you in this episode. And this is what we need for today. Now obviously we need minced meat for our shotgun shells, and this is actually buffalo minced meat, but you can use any minced meat you want. What else do we need? We need some ginger, we need some garlic, we need some sesame seeds, you need some red curry paste, you can also use green, whatever you like. You need some soy sauce, you need your favorite barbecue rub. Now you can also use some sesame oil if you want. You need shotgun shells, and I'm using those cannelloni, not advertising here, but they're from Barilla. You need your favorite barbecue sauce, some Sriracha Mayo, and a few spring onions, as well as one of those Ziploc bags later on. Right, here we go. Prep work is actually fairly simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to be using 2 of those spring onions today, and 1 you're going to put in the fridge. And these 2 we're going to try to mince as fine as possible. There we go. Because we're going to put them in with the meat. That's nicely chopped, so in it goes with our buffalo minced meat. And I've taken the liberty to already peel the garlic, and we're going to do basically the same thing, cut it nice and fine, because you want to get a good distribution throughout our minced meat. If you have a little mixer, by all means go right ahead, you don't have to do it by hand. But if you do, you do. And I really love those shotgun shells simply because we are actually going to prepare them prior in terms of time. So what will happen is we're going to stuff them, and then we're going to put them in the fridge for 24 hours. So this is really a dish that you can prepare well in advance. You don't have to do it on the day off. I recommend you do them at least 4 hours prior to actually cooking them or barbecuing them, simply because they do need some time to soften the shells. So this is not an ad hoc kind of thing. So here we go. This is already in. Now we're going to put the ginger in, and the ginger will give it some extra spice as well. Absolutely lovely. We're going to use a little bit of sesame seeds. The recipe itself doesn't call for them in terms of being in the meat, just as kind of like a topping on top. But I do believe, you cannot have enough flavor, and especially if you want to go Asian style, sesame seeds are obviously the way to go. Now we're going to use some soy sauce, and we're going to mix all these ingredients. Here we go. I'm going to use a little bit of barbecue sauce already as well. Now that comes on top later on as well. And then some of that paste. Now be wary that chili paste, or that curry paste, sorry, can be quite potent. So check it out prior if you're happy with it, especially if you have kids eating with you. You might not want to go too spicy. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to mix it all up and make a nice homogeneous mass. So I'm going to finish that up. I'm going to show you what to do next. Now that all the ingredients have nicely mixed in, we're going to add a little bit of barbecue rub. Now you can use any rub you want. I like to use the steak seasoning simply because I think it goes really well with the buffalo meat, but as I said, you can use anything you want. And we're already going to add in a little bit of that Sriracha mayonnaise, simply because we can. All right. And that should really do it. That should be all the ingredients you need. Now you can mince it, you can let the meat rest as well in between, just in case you have other things to do. But we're going to continue stuffing our cannelloni shells in a second. Now the meat is already in the Ziploc bag. So what you want to do is you want to take a small corner off And really, when I mean small, I mean small. I mean big enough for the meat to go through, but not too big, because otherwise you can't actually put the meat through into the cannelloni. And then what you want to do is very gently start to squeeze that meat towards that opening. There we go. And then put it inside the cannelloni and start pressing so that we can fill the cannelloni. And that might take some time, especially initially when there's a lot of meat in the cannelloni, but trust me, it's worth it. So I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to show you the secret ingredient. So if your cannelloni shell looks something like this, so nicely stuffed from both sides, quite solid, and be careful, you know, obviously they're quite brittle, so they might crack while you're doing it. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the secret ingredient. And how could that be, or what else could it be other than thin breakfast bacon? So we're just going to wrap it around, and now it goes in the fridge for the next 24 hours. And there we go, all wrapped and stuffed. And now they're going to go in the fridge for 24 hours. What it will do is it will actually loosen or moisten the cannelloni a little bit, because otherwise they would be too hard. As I said, they are quite brittle, so please be careful. But now they have time to work, they have time to moisturize, and then tomorrow we're going to put them on the barbecue. Right, 24 hours are up, ready to fire up the Traeger. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it on, we're going to set it to smoke, to heat up, and then we're going to be smoking at 162 degrees for about 45 minutes. And what we're going to do with the shells, I'm going to show you now. Right guys, there we go, 24 hours later, this is what the shotgun shells look like right now. We're going to use some all-purpose rub now. We're going to rub them. The Traeger is obviously getting warm already, and then we're going to put them on. Now make sure to rub them from all sides, and yeah, you can use any rub you want. You don't need any more moisture. They have gotten really soft. Just to show you, you know, they've gotten really soft, nice and pliable. So I'm gonna finish this up, and I'll see you back outside. The shotgun shells are already inside. I put them on these little racks. It's just easier for them to get the smoke, and we leave them in there for 45 minutes at 162 degrees. Exactly 45 minutes later, let's have a quick look. They're starting to sizzle and bubble away, so we're gonna take one of them out, move one over, close the lid, and now it's time to add some barbecue sauce to it. So here we go, without much further ado. And then what will happen is we're gonna let that tack on a little bit. I might as well just do it in big heaps. We're gonna let that tack on for about 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, we're gonna take care of the garnish. If you recall, we had some of those spring onions left over, so that should do it. And then we're ready to eat. Right guys, exactly 1 hour from start to finish, so 45 minutes at 162 smoking, and then you put on a little bit of barbecue rub and let it tack on. Now we're ready to garnish this. And I think that is already looking absolutely fantastic. There we go. Use all of it, right? Make it look pretty. And then we're just gonna take our Sriracha mayonnaise and really make that look great. And now we're ready to dig in. All right guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video about our Asian style shotgun shells. Now they were super delicious. They were a bit spicy, but that was to be expected, you know, with all the ingredients we had in there, plus the Sriracha mayonnaise on top. But super easy to make, and as I said, you know, if you want to prepare them the day before, you chuck them on the barbecue for about 45 minutes, total an hour, and you're good to go. So if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. Please head over to that subscribe button for more great videos to come, and I hope to see you soon again at Toby's Barbecue Corner.